Hello, this is going to be a reading for Sagittarius for the end of July 2025. I'm so sorry, Saggy. You had a good reading though. I was trying to save it. I swear, it was so good. I'm going to use the crow cards. I was trying to save it, but it had interference, and I was noticing that a lot of the videos that well, not a lot, but I was seeing the little interference go through the video, but Saggy's videos had a lot of it, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. What do we have for Sagittarius for the end of July, beginning of August 2025? We have Sirius is about to rise. August 19th is the spiritual new year. When Sirius rises, and this time it's going to be rising with Venus, I think. So it's supposed to be really, Sirius and Venus are very bright and very pretty. So I think around the 12th or something like that, start looking outside. If you get up early, balance. If you get up early, early, like 3 in the morning, start looking and you'll see it. Oh, no. Thank you. What do we have for Sagittarius for July 2025, the end of July? So far we have balance, number 4. Something is very stable. This freaking tightrope walker. I keep seeing these tightropes making me think of a circus or a whole production. It's like a Truman Show situation around you, Saggy. Warning. Warning, I feel like this is giving me Temperance now. You need to stand in your power, in your Temperance power. I want you to stay balanced because there's something coming. Protection. Look at that, Saggy. You're definitely protected. We have Venus and Jupiter conjuncting as well with Sirius territory. Wow. So I do feel like this is someone still and waterproof. Okay. So again, and it's crazy. I've been talking about the water a lot. I mean, it's not that crazy. But this, this happened to just... I want you to have a little bit longer of a reading, Saggy. I hope this is going to be as good as the other one. The other one was so good. I was so mad, Saggy. That's why I didn't try to do your reading. I was trying to... Man, I had everybody looking at that video. You know what's funny, though? It's just the interference. You can hear the audio fine. If this reading doesn't do that reading justice, then I might post it and I get staticky and stuff. You don't hear it though. It's just the visual. I don't know. I might still post it. It was just... it resonated with me a lot. But you're waterproof. You don't have to worry about this. Somebody might be trying to send you water spirits, but you are the water. Get the fuck out of here. All the higher water spirits, because you don't do black magic and stuff, have gravitated towards you. The ones that need to be reborn into the reality in a higher mind, and they need a vessel that thinks that way, that's not going to just be throwing magic everywhere. They really screwed us over, Saggy. Our people. And I see everybody else grabbing onto their power while they got black people stealing shit from black people, from black Americans. We're being punished by our own people that we asked to let them come in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been telling everybody since the 8th grade. I remember I got in, my teacher did not like me, and she ruined my reputation with the other teachers and everything. The principals, everything. Teachers gossip and talk just like these punk assholes. They teach you how to be that way. And I was like, man, I had a friend that was like a teacher's pet, and she was like treating me fucked up because I had said, you know, the teacher in the class got mad at me because they tried to, during debate, bring up this immigrants should be, you know, able to come into America. And that's because the teacher's pet was a little Mexican girl. And she sat up there and cried. And they always crying and shit with their lying asses. That's what those people do. That's why their country is fucked up. Because they're fucked up in the head. They don't have no morals and no values. And they don't stand on anything. They will sell out to the cartel in a minute, you know, turn on their best friend just like they got Americans doing now. And we let them manipulate us into doing that. But that's the witchcraft and stuff that they've been conjuring up with the other powers. They've always used the Caribbeans and the Mexicans against us. Always. The natives will tell you that, or the Indians. It was the black people they used because they had the connection to us. My aunt is black and Indian. And the only reason why I'm differentiating the two is because they're different kin. They have different belief systems. They're not the same spiritually. So when you're mixed with these two, it brings in, it's like having to carry the beast or carry the snake, like the serpent bearer, Ophiuchus, which is Saggy. It's the reason why I'm saying all this. But yeah, I told them then, and Clinton was the president back then, that no, they're dirty, they don't know, they need to be acclimated. And even Mexicans that are American now, that did it legally, that are acclimated to America, don't want them people here. They don't want them people here. They know why they left. And this is why. Look at our beaches. Look at keep talking about the water. I just seen a video of Coney Island looking like, I mean, it wasn't always the best, but Jesus. It's like they'll sit up and park right next to the trash and lay their blanket down right next to the trash, sitting everywhere. Like, ugh. It's disgusting. And that's because these people have been cursed for selling out their own people. They're the ones that sold us into slavery. And we try to open and welcome people in with open arms. But all these women, all of these AOCs and the Ilhan Omars, they all a bunch of hoes. They got pimps. These men put them in these positions to be able to do what they're doing. They're not nobody that got there on their own merit. They got there, they were allowed to be there. That's why they're nice looking. You know what I'm saying? They did that on purpose. All the bitches that's been in power with all the fake bodies and everything, that's nice looking, same thing as the strip clubs. They have been putting these women out that got pimps. They got people over the men. And they run their mouth like they really doing something positive too. They don't have no gumption. It's sad. And they've been leading us. And that's what hoes do. They don't do nothing but steal and lie. They don't fix nothing. And then they sit there and run their mouth. Ugh. I can't wait till Spirit take care of them. Because them are the worst ones. They put these hoes in these positions of power. Straight up hoes. That's all they are. That's all they ever had a future of being. Ilhan Omar talking about all the shit she talking, and she's a Muslim. Go talk that shit over there. Let's see if they let you. Since you want to be pro, talk all that shit over there. It'd be off with your head. Fuck out of here. Excuse me. The bullshit. It's a clown show. A circus. Like I said. Truman Show. I hope I'm not smacking this gum like crazy. And the devil in reverse. I love it. This balance that you're doing, this is going to keep a tower from falling for you. Something's falling though. But I feel like it's got to be balanced. You're balancing it out so it's not so heavy. It's a warning. You got these 3 people or somebody making plans against you, trying to watch, trying to see if their magic or whatever that they're throwing at you is working. Putting something into a process, and then you need to be warned about it. Something that's happening behind the scenes, obviously. Maybe at night, this raven is sitting on this street light that's lit. Something might be happening at night. Put up your protection. Make sure you're sober before you go to bed. And that you speak to yourself before you go to bed. Ask questions and things that you want answered. Start waking up your spiritual protection, your alertness. And I feel like you've done that. With the warning, the balance, protection, and waterproof here. Something about territory, and I feel like the territory is you. Because you're waterproof, or the territory, there's something in your future, because this is a future that somebody is trying to stop, but you're too balanced. Saggy. Temperance. I mean, right under the devil in reverse, so I'm saying pick that up. Balance. You're too balanced. Something has to do with your work. You walking away from some kind of work because you see something from another point of view. This Piscean energy, the energy that I've been working on. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, because somebody is not. Something isn't coming together right. Ooh, the Empress. Something isn't coming together right. I think you have to walk away emotionally, though, because you're seeing something from a different perspective with the Hangman. There's something that your feelings are in. Too much, you need to take your feelings out of it. Something is that you're just... And I feel like your feelings are keeping you from being as good as you would be in this thing. So you need to walk away emotionally. Not physically, emotionally. Because this is about territory. Survival. Wow. I feel like somebody's trying to put you in survival mode with trickery. Wow, and routine and fear. With teamwork, people are working together to do this to you. You're too strong. They got to work together. Don't worry about it. You represent strength. You're one of the strongest signs in the zodiac. And you got a weapon. Yeah, somebody is trying to put fear in your heart, but you need to just work on your routines. Make things a routine. Your life is a ritual. Everything. Saggy, when this is going on, your life is a ritual. You make it very ritualistic, and you make it very sacred. Everything is special. Everything is important. And you put your focus into it and take it out. You know, they want you to walk away emotionally. Put your focus into yourself and what you're doing. Here, underneath waterproof, you got the 7 of Wands. You're defending yourself and you're standing in the higher ground. I mean, it's everything I'm talking about. Temperance card is a temperance angel. It's giving me like blue kachina. You're the harbinger. You know, that's why these people are trying to take you out. You're a harbinger of a tower coming for these people. The Page of Cups in the reverse, you're protected from these very childish people that can't create, they can't procreate, they are they're thirsty. They're spiritually thirsty. I mean, at the base level, the Page of Cups at their most innocent energy, they're in reverse. They're nothing. Their cup is empty. They're thirsty. And they're trying to drink out of your cup. Trying to take, look, because you waterproof. They want to lick your sweat. Anything to get back into your energy. Because you're pushing these people out of your energy. That's why this tower is coming. And balance takes time because it's balance. It's like not, wrecking or upsetting things. It's a slow bringing back into, it's not boom. It can be if it's a tower, but this tower is in reverse, so it's like things are coming back into balance. It's like losing weight. It takes time. The more you work on it, the more it balances out. And maybe that's what's happening here. Maybe somebody is losing weight or something. Temperance does have to do with that. And also alcohol, drinking. This is a bartender to me. Someone who mixes drinks and brings the balance of that drink. Cooking too is the same way. You have to put the right ingredients, just enough, And I feel like somebody is doing that. You have death in reverse. So something isn't ending for you. Something isn't dying. Maybe somebody was trying to send you some death or something. This devil is in reverse though, so it's going back to somebody. It might be going back to a whole territory with a whole group of people that's trying to hurt you. It might be a whole city, a whole state, a whole country, a whole area that this devil is coming back to. This cowboy and Indian shit is really like coming back around full circle. You can see how karmic it is. It's crazy too. I was mentioning Sirius, the star Sirius, and I've been seeing a lot of people coming up dead, and in the news they'll show a picture of them with a dog. I'm gonna post that because that's part of the ritual. They go around with the stars, and Sirius is about to start again. It's the 19th of August. It's spiritual new year. So you'll see a lot of dogs in the news. Somebody's getting a new opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles here. And I feel like these people are trying to watch so they can sabotage it. I feel like you need to keep it close to your chest. I want my little bra to show because it's cute. And, I might not have these boobies long. So I'm trying to enjoy them. I hope you're enjoying them too. I'm trying to enjoy them because they're not going to stay around. I could just feel it. What's this Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, these people are watching you get some kind of new opportunity. Ace of Cups in the reverse. This might seem very harsh. This opportunity might come in like you gotta balance. It's like you gotta, it's a warning too. It's like a new opportunity cloaked in something very malicious with this Ace of Cups in the reverse. There's no love here. Maybe somebody has to give you something and they're mad about it. You're protected. So maybe it's not going to be given to you with very much love, but it's going to be given to you. Maybe you need to know that you have to transmute the energy of this thing or something. with this balance here, maybe that's what that is. Look, Pisces, Hangman. Yeah, it's about humbling yourself to look at something in a different perspective. Something might seem I don't know, somebody might not be happy about this or something like that. I'm happy about having to do this, but you need to take it anyway. I don't know, let's see, Saggy. Hangman, Piscean energy. It's about seeing something from another perspective. This Hangman is in reverse. I feel like you're coming out of a Hangman energy. Maybe Spirit is putting you there because you never would have took something from somebody that wasn't giving it to you from a good place, or it's something about this. Eight of Wands in the reverse. If something isn't coming in. Oh. One more. I don't know, it's like something is coming in, but it's almost like somebody is trying to stop it from coming in. Or this could be some negative energy going back, some very unloving energy going back to somebody. Let me have some more. This is the Ace of Cups in reverse. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Oops. I always do that. Yeah, this is you not having to juggle anymore. It's something coming in. He's in the upright. It's this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I mean, the Ace of Cups in the reverse that has me a little bit stumped. I feel like this is something or somebody who you might have like, this could be an enemy. This could be somebody trying to come in and make amends. Maybe because some kind of energy is going back to them. With this Tower, oh, we got the Six of Swords. Oh, wow. That's too many, but maybe it'll help. Yeah, it's this group. The Three of Wands here in the reverse, the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords. It's a narcissistic group here that's been egging each other on to do something very mean and malicious with this Ace of Cups. Maybe you're going to get two offers. Maybe one is a real solid offer and the other one is like some kind of emotional trap or something like that. And they want you to send that one back, but they want you to... no, I feel like this Ace of Cups in the reverse is going to look better to you or something. I feel like you have a very hard decision to make with the juggling in the reverse. I feel like whatever these opportunities are that are coming to you, you need to pick the one that's obviously stable. It might not be as appealing as this Ace of Cups in the reverse. Because the Ace of Cups is emotional. It's something that's going to be pulling on your heartstrings. But this Pentacles is something more solid. It might not be as illusionary. You know what I'm saying? It might not be as appealing. But it's the thing that you need to choose. Because this love is in reverse. This cup is in reverse. And as soon as people know that they got you where they want you, you're going to be stuck in this evil, malicious energy again. I feel like there needs to be some kind of grounding, some kind of You need to slow down. Don't be in a rush. The Knight of Wands is in a rush. He's excited. He wants to be stimulated. It's the Ace of Cups, I'm telling you. I think both of these are coming in not very fast with the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Just like this Tower is in reverse, something is not coming in fast. It's giving me Saturn. And Aries retrograde, even Saturn in the Saturn direct is making you slow down. Yeah, there's a warning here. Because people are making plans, or you see something. I feel like pick what's tangible, Saggy. Don't pick this love. It's in reverse. Balance in the Tower in the reverse, please, Spirit. The Chariot. So this is victory. Again, you want to do something that's balanced. It's not going to, I keep telling you guys, even when it comes to love, Spirit is always, it's never going to have your heart racing. It's not going to do that. It's going to have you feeling even, balanced, at zero. Fool card. You're going to feel light, but it might not seem very fun. You know, it's like stillness, quiet, balance. The Temperance card is in the wilderness. There's no, outside racket. He ain't out there with his homies. You know what I'm saying? He's by himself, thinking, making decisions that are best for him. And if you do that with this Chariot card, you're going to have a victory. And the Chariot card, I always say, is a war vehicle. The Chariot has been through war. They've been through something. That's why they got the Chariot. They needed it to go forward. They might be getting shot at, They might have bulletproof windows and all kinds of stuff going on with the Chariot. But you've been through a battle of some sort. And you got a victory. You're moving forward. And I feel like it's moving forward slowly. But you need to know that you're moving forward. Three of Wands in the reverse and the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Again, you're not working with these people. They're planning on something, watching, planning, trying to see what you got coming in. Ugh. Just please obliterate these losers. You have the Wheel of Fortune in your favor. So yeah, I feel like, again, you're walking away emotionally. So you're not trying to fight these people or defend yourself against these people. You could give a shit about them because they're beneath you, really. It's so obvious to see. And you know it. They got to gang up on each other by the bushel loads to mess with you. Let them do it. They're finna get these towers coming back on them. Now here we got the Temperance in the reverse. I feel like somebody's on demon time. I feel like while you're sitting here trying to bring balance, somebody's trying to keep you from getting in that balance. And they're probably sending you demonic entities, probably fake ones, because the real demonic entities don't do stuff like that. They don't stick on you like this unless they've been trapped themselves and they're having to, do somebody else's bidding because of them being trapped. That's the only time the natural demonic forces bother you like this. When it's something that keeps happening, it's a witch. It's a witch. The real demons, the natural demons of the earth, they don't, this isn't their job. Their job is to take care of the earth. That's why they're always in the dark, and the bad, the nasty places too, because that's what they're there to do. They're there to clean up the energy. Unfortunately, what they do is they clean until they're full, and then they need to come get clean themselves by us, and we're not doing that. We're pushing that energy off because we're never in a position where we are able to work on it. Especially black people. That's for a reason. All of that is orchestrated, keeping you down and not having enough so that you're not able to go back and process these things, and it takes time. And, you got to pay your bills, you got to do this, you got to do that. All this temperance you got to do, all of this stuff is hard to do if you're not. That's why white people, the people with money and privilege, are able to do these things. And then they're able to just live their life and do what they want to do with their life. Because we're honoring these holidays and everything. That's a ritual for us to take on their sins. And that's what sacrifice is. That's what sacrifice is, you guys. It's putting your sins on someone else. Like Jesus. We're not supposed to be doing that. Let's stop giving our sins to Jesus. Start facing our own sins. And it's not easy, but it's better. It's best. But every year you celebrate Christmas and stuff like that, you are going through the ritual to sacrifice your sons, who is Anubis. I keep telling you, Isis is a witch. She had the first test tube baby. Nephthys or Hathor is the real goddess, which is the cow goddess, the mother of the bull, which is the masculine, the black masculine energy. There's a lion ass hoe here, Queen of Swords in the reverse, and a Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody's coming out of the cold because of this lion. Yeah. I don't see how she kissed her kids at night. She probably cursed them every time she touched them, because she's such a liar, and that's witchcraft. That's black magic, to sit there and put out these lies to the public and stuff like that. It's all coming back. Somebody's in control. Somebody's getting a new love opportunity too. I don't trust it though. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't trust this love stuff. I think it's something that you need to... Something about you not being emotionally invested in something. You got all this love coming in. But it's flanked by all of this negativity. Look, Eight of Cups. Walk away from something emotionally. Defending yourself, taking the higher road. You're waterproof. So meaning you don't have to leave. If you're standing your position and you're in a higher ground, then you're not walking away physically. You're walking away emotionally. You know who you have to defend yourself against, and you're doing it no matter who it is. And you're defending yourself against these lies that this Queen of Swords is, you got all of these aces. It's Ace of Swords in the reverse. You got an Ace of Cups in the reverse. But you got an Ace of Pentacles in the upright. There's a whole bunch of liars here, though. Witches. Witches, demonic energy, AI, demonic energies. These are egregores. They do this by using people in big groups and societies. I posted about Wicked, and I just realized, wow, isn't pink and green like the alpha colors? I'm telling you, these secret societies are destroying us as people. I don't know if they know that they're doing it. They probably know. They don't care. That's what I'm saying. Our people don't care about each other. We don't care about each other. And it's not even that we got to care about each other, but we need to care about our race, our bloodline. We don't have that. They've taken that from us. We don't have that. And there ain't no way that you can live or survive when you don't have the Hierophant. We don't have that. We don't have anybody that's standing the higher ground and that's really looking out for everybody else. They're just looking out for themselves. They're corrupt and stealing from us. And we have to stop letting people do that. We just let people take advantage of us. And then we fight each other. There's judgment, though, about something in this moon. Something is hidden. There's a Queen of Pentacles here in the reverse, too. I feel like that's why you got to walk away emotionally. You got these evil hoes. This came out for, I think, the collective. I feel like somebody's going through judgment, but you don't know it. Because they were lying. And that's why I feel like you need to, there's something about these, somebody might come in and apologize with the Page of Cups. But the Page of Cups is here in the reverse. In the bigger cards, Ace of Wands. You're going to get some kind of new money, or you got a new passion. Don't worry about the love right now. And walk away emotionally, because everybody's lying on you. And it's like they're trying to lie and overtalk you and make you look bad so that you become emotionally rattled and are just like, fuck this. But it's like you have this Chariot here. This Chariot is to help you get through this battle zone. And this is spiritual again. This is a spiritual battle zone. People are lying about you, lying about everything else too. You know what I'm saying? To make you look like you're crazy. When they're the ones, they're witches. They're working together. They're weak. They're sick. And somebody's trying to get in your energy again with this Two of Cups. And it's because they're trying to keep you in balance and stable and not able to become... to self-actualize with this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. See, somebody is trying to play with your heart or something. Maybe they did this before and it worked. But you're coming out of the cold with this Five of Pentacles here. You're coming out of the cold. Maybe this Two of Cups is you coming into yourself. This is the only one that's in the upright as far as the cups go. I mean, the Eight of Cups is in the upright, but, it's like, that's telling you to walk away emotionally. Like, don't be emotionally invested. I feel like this is a hard choice. Something is trying to pull on your heartstrings, and something else is solid. And it's going to give you new power, new energy. You got a Magician in reverse here underneath this Devil card. And you got the Ace of Wands. So I feel like this Magician is not, it ain't going to happen. This Devil is turning back on the Magician. Could be a Virgo or a Gemini. Or a Capricorn. Somebody very evil who's been working on you. I feel like they've been working on you for a long time, trying to uproot you with this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse too. In this territory, trying to really uproot you so that you can't self-actualize. Maybe trying to keep you from having kids and stuff with all the love in reverse. I don't feel like it's something that you need to worry about right now. Refocus your energy. You got this Hangman here too. Refocus your energy. Don't think about love right now. You need stability. You can't, that's too much, Saggy. To be trying to find love and you're not stable. You got to work on yourself first. Become the person that you want to be so that you can attract the kind of person that you want to be with. If you put yourself out there now, before you balance yourself out, you're going to end up with somebody that's on demon time. that's not trying to give you love. I don't know if you wooking panub or what. You know, no wooking panub right now, Saggy. We ain't wooking panub at all. Looking for love, if you don't know what that is. What show is that? Wooking panub in all the wrong places. Wooking panub. I don't know what it was. Wooking panub. I don't know. But that's what you on. And you don't need to be on that. And we can get like that, where we just want love. We just want to be cuddling and kissing on somebody. But not right now. It's not the time. Definitely not with Saturn and Aries. It's not the time. I feel like it's time to work on your body. I feel like it's time to work on anything that has to do with this Ace of Pentacles and this Ace of Wands. Everything else, if it's not tangibly giving you more energy, more power, then you need to walk away from it. And love can feel like it's doing that, but if it's not real, you know, then it'll end up screwing you over in the end. And you got some liars here, some people trying to manipulate you. And Spirit is calling judgment on them under the moon. So if anybody tries to reach out and stuff to you right now, I put their ass on the back burner or block them. Anybody from the past, because there's stuff happening with this judgment, and it's happening because you walked away emotionally. There's stuff happening with the judgment under the moon that you don't know about. And that's why these people are going to start reaching out to you and wanting, you know, to work things out when there's no love here. They should have been did that. It's over for that. Cancer energy, Sagittarius energy. These, they don't play. Cancer could be a little more forgiving than Scorpio. Or just say Sagittarius because judgment is Saggy and Scorpio. Saggy, we could be too forgiving. We don't hold grudges like that, so we'll, okay, cool. You know, like, that's why I'm telling you, you're going to have to be harder when it comes to love. We're light. We really don't like all that shit, you know? But we can't, you do us too wrong. You'll be dead to me. I've already mourned my family. They're all cursed for playing with me with these idiots. Trying to be some groupies, too damn grown and not groupie material at all to be trying to be some groupies. The only thing they got out of this was screwing me over and cursed. But Saggy, you're the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance Angel. You're karma. The Wheel of Fortune is karma. It's karma. So anyone that meets you, they're meeting karma. The Guardian. You know, sometimes it's in the reverse and sometimes it's in the upright. And you can meet the Guardian any way you want to meet him. However you want to meet him. If you want to meet him in the reverse, demon time is on its way. So you are karma, and a lot of times you got to let things play out because you got to let people be who they are. Free will. You can't coax people into doing the right thing. Sometimes you gotta deal with it because they're creating their world with the karma and the wheel messing with you, trying to mess with you. You know, because everybody looks at you and thinks that there's so many other ways that you can do things because you make things look easy. You make things look easy, Saggy. And these people gotta gang up, create businesses, create empires to do what you do naturally, to be able to handle that energy, because you're the dragon. You and Ophiuchus are the dragons and Scorpio of the zodiac. And that's where the Milky Way crack is Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Ophiuchus. That's where the Great War is, right in those signs. And they over there fighting. If you know the story and the stars and the astrology, they're squabbling over there in that part of the sky. Because Saggy has a weapon. And we'll use it. I know I can't wait to shoot somebody. I can't wait. I mean, I'm not, but shoot me a nigga, okay? Yeah, but the gist of this is that you're getting some kind of new energy, new power, even with the Knight of Wands here coming in. Just because you're starting to feel yourself again, you're starting to get your mojo again, be balanced. Don't be like, yeah. Saggy, like, come in like, okay. Because you got people trying to work against you, trying to use anything that they can find. And if they can't find something, then they're going to lie. You have to kind of be in the higher position with the Seven of Wands, handling things in a higher way, so that these people can't bring you low. They can't make you look low either, because you ain't down there. They can't make you look like you down there if you're not down there. And if you're showing constantly that you're not down there, and not because you're showing that, just because you're being who you are. You're standing the higher ground. You're working on balance. You are karma, and the wheel is turning, and it's coming. And these people already made their choice, and they made their choice for a while. It's been a while, so their choice is very solid, stable, and they're rooted in their choices. And now karma is coming in. This could be something that, again, I kept saying about the cowboys and Indians. Something karmic, like from that time, which is what we're dealing with. We're still dealing with that energy. Because they still are, everything they talk about is still the Indian culture. Like, they are stealing the shit out of the Indian culture. Still, they don't care. While they sit up here and act like, oh, the natives are so, wise, and we're starting to understand. No, they're not. They're stealing it. And they think that the earth and the animals are resonating with them, but they're not. They're not. It's kind of like this. Like, you got to play along with the animals, Play along. Pretend to be grateful, pretend to be engaged. Not even that. Just, do you. But you need to know that there's a whole production going on behind you. You probably can feel it. It's probably driving you crazy. Get out in nature. Whenever you feel heavy or taxed or anything, Saggy, we got to run with a horse. Get out there and walk. Get out there and run. Let the air hit you, because the air, you'll notice if you're having problems spiritually and you go take a walk and you just speak to the wind, it'll start blowing at you. And what it's doing is it's pushing that energy away from you. They're trying to send you bad energy. So you might be just surrounded with bad energy, but when you speak to the wind and you ask, the wind, and I'll post a Bible scripture about that, so y'all don't think I'm crazy. The wind comes in and it blows, because everything is in the air. When they conjure things up, the birds, you can see with the birds how they act when there's things being conjured in the air. It's in the air. So the wind will blow it, push it away, So you gotta get out into the air, into the wind, and ask it. I am one of the people that I will go outside, shake hands with the trees and shit. And I give them my period blood and stuff, especially the cedar trees that I take cedar from the tree and burn it. I give them my period blood because it's an exchange. Everything needs to be an exchange. Everything is living. And if you're taking from the earth, from the trees, and you're not even trying to show your appreciation, then things are going to be imbalanced. I also think that this is a time for receiving from you. With this Ace of Pentacles, tangible things though. And there's people here that's going to be trying to give you like fake love and stuff like that. You need tangible things. This karma is coming in with this judgment and this moon. I think that that's the main. And this devil in reverse with this territory. I think it's a whole freaking town, group, community, you know, that this devil is going back on. And you're not part of it. And that's good. It's hidden from you. I don't feel like, again, with the moon card here, that's all that watery energy. That's why you need to walk away emotionally too. Don't even pay attention, because you might start feeling bad. People, you don't need to feel bad getting in spirit's way, because we do like to save. We do like to play captain, saving these hoes all the time. They need to get their ass kicked. Let spirit kick their ass. You know, maybe they didn't have a daddy to give them no whoopings growing up. Somebody need an ass whooping, a real good spiritual one. And they might not be able to recover from it, because they done went so far. Look, the 10 of Swords in the reverse. I didn't even notice this. The 7 of Swords. You know, somebody really trying to destroy you. Again, death magic. I think death did come out at the bottom of the deck once while we were reading. I'm sorry, Saggy. This reading doesn't feel as good as the other reading. I was trying to make it get that way. But I just feel like you have to guard yourself right now, because there's a lot of things coming in. You got to be very discerning. Very discerning. Make sure you pick the right thing that is solid. You don't want anything that's, you know, a promise, because people are lying. They're liars. I don't want to hear no promises. You want to see the real tangible. Put your money where your mouth is. Period. That's what I have for you, Saggy. The main energy of your reading is the Tower in reverse and the Devil in reverse. So, two very powerful cards. Scorpio energy, Capricorn energy. Aries too. But you're showing up even stronger with you're the karma. You're the reason why this tower is falling. It's crazy. Yeah. That's what they was doing, stealing from you, trying to kill you off. This might be some kind of insurance something or something like that. With this 10 of Swords, somebody could have killed you off. But they were trying to keep you sick or something while they steal from you. A Magician in reverse, trying to keep you from... That's why you don't need to walk away from something, but you need to walk away emotionally. Because there's a lot of manipulation and lies and stuff here. And I'll use me for an example. They try to block me. I mean, the blocking is the strongest blocking I'm sure anybody has ever seen before. It's the strongest blocks that anybody has ever witnessed. And that should just tell you the power of somebody, though. I know who I am. I'm a Harbinger. So that's why they're trying to make sure by any means necessary that my message doesn't get out and that I'm not seen by the people that need to see me. But they can't. They're not going to stop that. When it's time, it's on. And that's what I have to say for you, Saggy. I'm a Sagittarius, and look at my situation. Look at my readings. Look at how many likes I get. Look on Instagram. I can post a video, a picture of myself, and I won't get more than 50 likes. And that's unheard of. Like, I see people who don't even have a lot of followers, who might have 100 followers, you know, get more than 50 likes in 2 days, okay? So at this point, and see how I'm laughing about it? It's like, at first it hurt me so much because people are visually seeing this and they don't give a shit. And the dude that's, the men that are putting these groups together to steal from me are rich men who, one of them I dealt with, and he can't help but screw everybody that I'm around. He tries to deal with them. So he's following me around like a little doggy bitch. I need to put a leash on him and tie him to a pole and let him leave his ass there. I might, if I see him. If I ever see him, I might just do that. But that's what I have, Saggy. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. I hope that it resonated. I'm a little distracted because I have to go walk or hike with my group. So I hope that this helped, and I hope that it was a decent reading. It doesn't feel like it. I might give you another reading because I'm not happy with it, but I love you, and I hope that you have a beautiful week and you stay away from these liars, or just take your energy out of it. You have to look at it as you are a force to be reckoned with. And whatever is happening to you, Spirit is not going to give you more than you can handle. And if it feels like too much to handle, it's just because you're super strong and you can handle it. There's things happening right now that are precedented, that are prophetic for thousands of years, and it's happening right now. People that are supposed to be reincarnating on this earth to bring us back into our abundance, it's happening now. And people are blocking the shit out of them. These old systems that don't want to die, these vampiric energies, they're blocking because they don't want to be exposed. You know, they're afraid of the light. So, I love you, and I hope that you enjoyed your reading, and I will see you next time. Peace.